Well, hello and welcome back to New Woodshire. I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we got a load of straw. Oh, there she keeps falling. We got a load of straw in there. The bales are still sort of reacting to each other. We only have a fraction of that many bales left to get out of the field. So we're going to bale that up real quick here. And then we're going to haul some oats to the sell point tonight, and that'll be about it to finish up our oat fields. Believe it or not, we're pretty much done. I know some of you have been sort of sticking with this. Tongue's gonna be no, don't run into that. I know some of you have been watching this series for a while, and you're probably thinking, when is this stupid thing gonna end? It's been going forever. Well, we've been stockpiling a lot, right? We've been stockpiling. We did some hay. We did some straw. Did that attach? It appears to have attached. And we want to turn on the autoloader. Now we're going to come up here and turn on the baler. Baler is on. Sorry about the frame rate. I wasn't having this issue before, but suddenly we're getting a little bit of a slideshow presentation of farming here. Anyways, this is New Woodshire. This is my Farmall 806 running a New Holland baler and an I guess that's a New Holland wagon with an auto load script. So the hardest part is simulated, is done for us by the game, and all I need to do is drive, which is the fun part. And we've got some pretty small windrows here. I did not rake the windrows together, which was probably would have been the right thing to do. I did not do that, so we're gonna enjoy our time here getting these last 5 rows. Should be about, I don't know, what do you think, 40 bales, something like that. And these bales are, if you're watching down in the right-hand corner, you'll see these are about 600 liters. Not a very American way to measure the bales, but they're small square bales. I don't know how that compares to our units, um, but American units, I mean. If you can't tell, I'm American. And despite the name of this map being New Woodshire, which is a very British sounding name, it's actually based in the US. I want to say it's a New York based region area, but yeah, it's a really nice map. This is my second, well, this is my first of two different maps that I'm running, New Woodshire Farms, and let's see if we can make this turn here and get to this one. I spaced these out. I came through the field the other way. So I'm just getting these last couple. And we'll run this over to by the barn where we've got the rest of the straw bales where we started the episode. And then I'm going to take my 766 over there, and we'll find the best place to haul the oats, and we'll take that and sell the oats, and we'll use the money to pay down some of our debt. We'll make a little bit of progress here tonight. And then I don't know exactly how long that'll be into the episode. We'll have to evaluate. We might simulate through the night in this episode, or I might do that off screen and come back in the next episode in the morning and we can check on our milk situation. I feel like it might be advantageous for us to buy a few more cows. I know that will cut into our progress, but the cows, if we're giving them good feed, will produce milk, so they will pay for themselves and then some. that we're not running seasons, so I don't have to wait for the cows to be with cat. We don't need to wait for them to give birth to a calf to start giving milk. They're sort of magical cows in the base game where they start giving milk right away, as long as you're feeding them. If you don't feed them, they won't give milk. Um, but we've got plenty of feed. We've got tons of silage and quite a bit of hay. And we've got a whole back grass field if we want to give them grass. So I'm not at all worried about feed for the cows. And we have quite a bit of corn in the silo for the pigs. And we don't have that many pigs, so I wouldn't even be worried about it. Did that not pick up? Is the pickup function not working now? You probably hear me hitting B. That's interesting. So it turns on, but it won't pick up. And am I on the wrong thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, I was on the bale wagon. My fault, not the game's fault, as usual. All right, so we can hit X, I believe, to. Let's double check our buttons here. We should be able to fold the baler. Yes? Maybe not. All right, let's try this one. I think this opening should be big enough to fit the baler. And we'll take this over to the barn. Can we squeeze by there is the question. I think we can. And I think what I'm going to try to do is switch to the wagon. And we want... What? Is it... Okay, so as long as I have the baler on here, it's not gonna let me do that unload. But that's okay. We can do that another time, or maybe even off camera. Sorry about the camera work there. We're gonna go ahead and get in our 766. I just emptied these oats out because I am a poor planner, but now we're gonna put the oats back in and find a good spot to sell them. We have to get lined up under the nozzle here. Is that good? So we want oats. We want all the oats we can get, and we are going to sell them at, oh yeah, the ranch. So the ranch, if you're not familiar with this map, the ranch is nope, that's the restaurant. I'm glad I looked. The ranch is over here. So we'll just go up to the traffic circle and come around. The only bad thing is this is very steep. And so this little tractor is going to struggle with that. But it'll be worth it because we're going to make some cash. Unload here. I don't want to unload here. What? Okay. So, here we go. Leave your comments making fun of my driving. My inability to drive in a straight line. The fact that I make left-hand turns on roundabouts because I'm an American and we shouldn't have these. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't like to follow this rule. There we go. Now, once we get down here, so basically that building over there you can see is where we're headed. But we can't get there from here. We have to go around. There's water that way. So, yeah. This is one little area that I have thought about maybe doing if I decide to start a 4th series. or I guess it would be a third series on this map. Start a little farm there. It just looks like a perfect little farm starting area, little farmyard, and then this field 21 and maybe the grass field across the street, and grow from there. I like that this map has a good bit of the. Oh, that is not where I thought I was gonna be. This map has a good bit of the aesthetic from Ravenport, but it also has its own character. It's got some of its own buildings and certainly its own layout. But I definitely think that it's what they did well is to make it playable. There's all these maps out there, and I won't name names, but there's all these maps out there that are. Ooh, this is the horsepower part I was worried about. All these maps out there that have really cool stuff, and you're like, whoa, that's neat, that's awesome, but then they're unplayable. Like sometimes it's a frame rate with your PC issue, or it's some sort of mod conflict if you use a map. I mean, some of them they'll literally will shut your computer down if you don't have a really fast computer. And that to me is kind of not acceptable, which is why I know people are critical of Giants for their high standards, but I think it makes a lot of sense that they have high standards. Oh, this is why they want the oats, because it's a horse ranch. I get it now. All right, let's watch that money come in. This is what we've been working for, guys and gals. This is it. This is what we work for. It's this little Subri gravity wagon I got from a modder named John Blard modding. He should be back in the fall. Um, but the unload rate is very realistic. So we'll sit here for a little bit and watch it come in. I'm thinking, okay, so this was, what was it, 15,000 liters at 1,100 per liter. So we should be getting just over 16,000 bucks. And I think we had 6 in the bank, so we're going to be bumping that debt down. And my only question is, do we want to bring another load of oats tonight now that the price is nice and high? Or we want to wait till morning and see if it goes even higher? Would that be greedy? Seems greedy to me. And what are we stuck on? I felt like we were stuck. All right, so it was almost 18,000 we got. Almost exactly 18,000. 17,999. So let's do this. This is such a gratifying feeling. Here it is. We're going down from 195 to 1, 2, 3, 4 of those bad boys. We're at 175. Do we have any milk that we can take? Maybe in the morning? Okay, 5,000 liters of milk. Lovely. You just love to see it. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and drive back. I was thinking, man, it would be really nice to have a gas station other than the one in town. It'd be really nice to have a place to get gas, because these older tractors seem to really use it. I think it's because they have smaller tanks. They just seem to really use the fuel. And, I mean, we're doing a good bit of field work in these episodes. So, I mean, I know it's not like, whoa, whoa. I know it's not like massive field work. Like somebody, you know, doing thousands of acres, but still a lot of field work. All right, well, I hope you all are enjoying. Oh, look at the farm from here. Isn't that beautiful? You can see our silo and our barn. Well, that's a storage shed back here, but then the white one is our barn, where the cows are. You can see the chopper wagon there. This is our back grass field back here. Oh, I love it. I love it. And in terms of what I placed in this, if you're not familiar with New Woodshire, this is the starter farm or the farm they give you. I placed the blue silo because I wanted to have proper silage for the cows. So I don't think we take another trip in this episode. I think we save that. That is, we won't take another trip of, is that under there? Of oats in this episode. We can maybe do that the next. But what I do want to do is tab, tab, tab. Here we go. I want to unload these bales. Alright, now I did this in an episode before and it was terrible. So I'm going to try again. So let's do help and auto loader marker position. Now I'm not actually seeing it. Usually you can see it right beside the wagon. Let's see if I do this. Can we see it anywhere? Marker position M is original position, which should be right beside us. And then we want to go. Alright, that is not at all what I thought was going to happen. Let's do this. Let's marker position, original spot, move it over. There they go. Alright, so we'll have to toss some of those in. Actually, the first time we make TMR is going to be a bunch of it. So, sorry about that. We are getting out of the tractor instead of driving over here. Okay, so let's drop this off. And I guess what we'll do to finish off the episode is zip down. Oh gosh. Am I going to be able to live with this? Probably not. Maybe I can use a tractor to push these in. I don't think I can like grab the bottom one and push them, right? Oh, maybe. Just when you thought it wasn't possible. Oh, I see. I'm technically holding that bottom one. So when I push forward, it's pushing on those other ones. Okay. Well, we've created a mess. And the frame rate is awful. Just for reference, if anybody's going to use this wagon and you want to use these kind of bales for like a really big harvest, I would say probably not. I don't know how many bales I have here total, but it's a mess. Like, officially a mess. Anyways, let's go get some gas and we'll wind it down. I like driving this tractor. It's snappy and fun, but also very soothing to take for a drive down to get fuel. I wish that I didn't have to do it every other episode, But beggars can't be choosers, you know? It uses fuel because of the way it's set up. I can't think of a better explanation than that. It probably could be edited to use fuel less, but I feel like when I play like the base game models on a base game map, I rarely, I mean, it'll be like hours in game before I notice that I need fuel. But we should also stop at the workshop up at the barn. Skirt, skirt. What is it, like 20 bucks? 56? Highway robbery. It was about 25 gallons probably. I don't remember turning off traffic, but I don't think I've seen any traffic on this map today. So maybe I did. Maybe I did. Anyways, we'll finish up with a little bit of in-cab action here. Beautiful new Woodshire. Sorry again about the frame rate. It's not typical of this setup or this save. I don't know quite what's going on here. I was blaming the bales. I mean, it still could be the bales because that's a lot of individual little things being brought into the save. So it still could be that. But could also be that I screwed something up with my computer. Could be a Windows update, you know? We may never fully know. Wait, what? I always hit the wrong button. Here we go. Repair. That's surprising that the repair bill was cheaper than the gas bill. All right, everybody. I think we'll go ahead and park this old girl up and call it an episode. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.